What's up guys, Jake the Turtle's back at it again with another Pokemon Go PvP video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you my, as of now, finalized Rainbow Cup team because I have a tournament on Sunday. It's an early tournament and I think I'm ready for it, but first off we got Raichu. It is going to be a Legacy Raichu with Thunder Shock, Thunder Punch, and Wild Charge with the cute Santa hat. He is ready to go and I can't wait to take down some water attackers with him. Next up we've got Quagsire with Mudshot, Stone Edge, and Sludge Bomb. And as you can see I got the first two Pokemon from trades, which is a really clutch moment. It's really nice. Friends were very grateful to give me these Pokemon for my PvP because they know they're not going to use them. So next up we have Fortress with Bug Bite, Heavy Slam, Earthquake, and it's going to be rocking the no shiny look, 1494 CP, and I can't wait to take down Venusaurs with this big boy. Next up we have Venusaur, 1494 CP with Vine Whip, Frenzy Plant, and Sludge Bomb. So this guy is going to be the Quag Destroyer. And we've got my Blastoise with the glasses and the shiny with Hydro Cannon, Water Gun, obviously is a fast move, and Ice Beam. Then we have Shiny Charizard with a Fire Spin, Blast Burn, and Dragon Claw. This boy is gonna smack boys. So without further ado, let's hop into some practice battles. And we've got Pokemaster Bud from the Chat 8 Discord in the Pokemon Go Stadium. We're both leading Raichu. So we're going to be basically spamming these Thunder Shocks, and I'm going to go for a Wild Charge and see if he takes this shield or not. So he's not going to, so he is probably going to go for a Wild Charge as well. So we're going to go spam here. We're going to spam, and then I'm going to switch out right before he uses his Thunder Punch. So he's got Brick Break, so he uses Brick Break, and I'm going to bring in my Fortress, which is proving to be a bad thing because I don't think I'm going to get to a Earthquake. I'm going to see if I can force a shield here, and we're going to force a shield, which is, I guess, a positive outlook here. Then we're going to bring in Quag to take care of the Charizard, and I'm going to shield because I thought it was going to be Blast Burn, and I want to shield at least one Blast Burn, so I fell for it at least once, and he's got another Dragon Claw ready for me, so rip to me. But I'm going to go for a Stone Edge here. I think I'm going to actually Shield Bait Sludge Bomb and hopefully get this shield. And I do, so that's a very good positive outlook for me. And I think I'm not going to shield here, which is a very good look by me. And I'm going to go for a Stone Edge, and I'm going to destroy Charizard, which is really good. And then I'm assuming he's going to bring in Azumarill. I think, yeah. He brings in Azumarill, yeah. And I go for a Sludge Bomb here, but I cannot get to it, which kind of sucks because that would have done very, very good damage to the fairy typing of Azumarill. And I'm going to use Wild Charge here because I know I'm kind of screwed. He's got no shields, and I've got one, but, you know, I've got to take out a full Azumarill, basically, and Azumarill's so tanky. So we're going to try to fight to get to that Wild Charge. And I'm going to try to store some extra energy, even though I have like 1 health. So I'm going to get to the Wild Charge, but it's not going to KO Azumarill, and that's going to be GG's in the first game against Pokemaster Bud. So let's hop into match number 2 against Pokemaster Bud. As I said, he is top 500 in the world, so he really gives me great competition. He's going to be leading with Kingdra, and I'm going to be leading with Fortress. So basically what we're going to do is spam these Bug Bites, and as you can see, we're doing pretty good damage against this Kingdra, and this Dragon Breath is not doing as much damage as I assume he'd hope for. So we're going to use Heavy Slam here and see if we can get a Shield Bait. And he is not going to shield, so I'm in pretty good shape. And he's going to switch out into Charizard. So I'm going to switch immediately into Quag and ramp up a Stone Edge here. And I'm not going to shield this. I hope not. Don't shield. Blast Burn hurts a little bit, but I will probably shield the next one. So I'm going to overcharge a little bit and go for a Stone Edge, assuming that he's going to use a Dragon Claw. And I'm going to shield the Dragon Claw probably and go for another Stone Edge. But he's got his Dragon Claw ready. And I'm going to shield that and hopefully get this other Stone Edge off. And I do get the other Stone Edge off, so I'm either going to force his last shield or kill Charizard. And I'm going to force his last shield. So a very good situation here. I think I'm going to let Quag die because he did his job. 2 shields are down. And then I'm going to bring in Charizard to go for the one-on-one. And go for a Blast Burn here because I want to KO the Charizard. And I get the Blast Burn first, which is awesome. So I'm going to KO Bud's Charizard, and he's going to bring in his Kingdra. So I don't quite know where the switch was going there with Kingdra because I'm going to knock it out in about 1 Dragon Claw, and I'm guessing he wants me to waste my energy, which is, I mean, it's going to happen, so I'm going to waste my energy, the Dragon Claw, and he's going to bring in Ivysaur. So it's basically going to be a GG if I can get to this Blast Burn, and I do, so good game to Bud in that round. The Kingdra switch was a little bit questionable, but it paid off for me, so GG's. So let's hop in our next match against Pokemaster Bud. And I'm going to be leading with Quagsire, and he's going to be leading with Quagsire. So we've got a Quag neutral match, and I don't know what moves he has, so I'm a little bit hesitant to switch here. So I'm going to switch into Venusaur to get some pretty super effective damage against him, and I'm expecting something to kill me. So I'm going to use Sludge Bomb against this incoming Venomoth, and he's going to shield, which is really good for me. And this is where I make my crucial mistake. I should have went for Frenzy Plant to just do some damage, but I go for a shield here because I have the Sludge Bomb ready, and it's not going to do very effective damage. So it was a very bad play by me right there. And don't get a shield, but I do get some damage. So we're going to bring in Charizard to do some super effective damage against the bug with the fire type. And he's not going to be able to get off another charge move because Charizard bangs. And he's going to bring in his Quag with some stored up energy, obviously, from before, and he has enough for 1 Stone Edge, but I farmed a little bit too long here, and he's got enough for 2 Stone Edges, so I basically played myself 2 times in a row in this match. So I've got Quag coming in here with no shields, and I'm going to farm up a little bit of extra energy, and I'm expecting a shield here, but he does not shield the first one, so I'm going to go for another charge move here to bait the last shield, and he's going to use Sludge Bomb. So this is where I get the basic GG here, because he's got Earthquake and Stone Edge. So basically GG's to Pokemon Master Bud there. It was a very good plays by him, so bad plays by me. So let's hop into another match with Pokemaster Bud, and I believe this is going to be match number 4, and I'm going to be leading with Blastoise, and he is going to be leading with Charizard, so it's a perfect situation for me. Let's watch Blastoise's Water Gun eat up this Charizard. So we're going to spam that Water Gun and get a lot of damage off on Charizard. And then we are going to stay in with our Blastoise and go for this Ice Beam so we can burn this first shield against this Ivysaur. And this is why Blastoise is very valuable to your team, guys. So then we're going to switch into Charizard to deal some super effective damage with the Fire Spin. And I'm thinking this is a Power Whip here, so I'm not going to shield it. And it is a Power Whip. So very good play by me right there. Very good recognition of knowing that he was going to do it right when my Blastoise is going out. So I'm going to go for a Dragon Claw here to either bait the shield or kill the Ivysaur. And I am going to almost kill the Ivysaur. He's going to be able to get off a move. And I'm basically fine with letting Charizard take this because his Ivysaur is almost dead. So I'm going to bring in Blastoise to Water Gun at once. And then I'm going to get ready to switch to Venusaur for whatever comes in. So it's going to be Quag, but I'm going to keep in Blastoise because I know those Hydro Cannons are going to eat up that Quagsire. So I am thinking this is going to be Stone Edge, and it is, and I think I can take one of those to the face, but not 2. So I'm basically going to overcharge a little bit on this Hydro Cannon, and then I'm going to go for the Hydro Cannon, and I'm hoping to get his last shield here, which I will not. So he's going to basically sacrifice his Quag, and I am going to elect to shield here because I know that Charizard is in the back, and I know that I need to kill Charizard. And he has 1 shield left, so I'm going to basically use this Hydro Cannon against this Charizard. And then I'm expecting a charge move here, so I'm going to charge up a little bit. And I was trying to switch, actually. I was trying to switch to my Venusaur, but it wouldn't let me. And basically, I was trying to do a sacrificial swap for Venusaur, but it did not work. But luckily, I'm able to get off a Sludge Bomb, but I'm not able to. I get the Sludge Bomb, but I can't get it off, so the game kind of just screwed me here, I'm not going to lie, but luckily it's not a tournament. It doesn't really matter, you know, it's okay. It's good plays by Pokemaster Bud on that one. So let's hop into match number 5 against Pokemaster Bud. This will be the final match against Pokemaster Bud in this video, and then the next we'll move on to Zarpo. So I'm going to be leading with Fortress, and he's going to be leading with Azumarill. So Azumarill is going to be really tanky, but we're going to see how this matchup works out. I'm going to basically spam the Bug Bites until I get to a Earthquake, and we're going to see how much this Ice Beam hurts. I think Play Rough would have been the better move, but go for the Ice Beam, he does, and I'm going to spam a little bit, overcharge, and go for an Earthquake here. And I know that I can take an Ice Beam, which is nice, so I'm going to hit that Earthquake pretty hard, and honestly, I'm expecting another Ice Beam, and he hits me with it, so I'm like, okay, I'm good. I think I can go for another Earthquake here. And I do get to the Earthquake, so this should either KO Azumarill or keep his get a shield, and I do get a shield. So very good job by Fortress right there. I don't burn any shields, and I'm going to bring in Raichu to do some super effective damage with the Thunder Shocks here. And I'm going to shield this because Raichu is a little bit squishy, so I need to preserve him. And I'm going to launch a wild charge at whatever comes in, because it's going to do some good damage no matter what it is. So it's Venomoth, so he's going to shield, so very good by me there. I'm going to charge up here for another wild charge because I know I can probably almost KO it. And the wild charge is going to do some pretty good damage to Venomoth. It's almost going to kill it, and I'm going to be able to kill it before it gets a charge move off. So I've got one shield, and it's Raichu versus Raichu, so I'm going to go for a wild charge here. And I know I have Quag in the back, so I know I'm basically chilling. So I'm going to go for... I'm going to shield here, just because I think I can get to a Thunder Punch, which is going to knock it out. And he's going to use Brick Break, so I'm going to go for a Wild Charge, actually, and I know that's going to knock it out. So that's going to be a GG in that match against Pokemaster Bud. So let's hop into some matches against Zarpo128. He is a member of the Battle Chat 8 Discord from the Go Stadium Discord. So we are going to be using Quag versus Quag here. And I'm going to basically charge up because I've learned from my mistake against Pokemaster Bud. I'm going to see what move he has here, so it's Acid Spray. So it's going to lower my defense. But I'm going to go for a Stone Edge here, and hopefully I can get a shield and or do some pretty decent damage. So do some decent damage, and he's going to switch out into Venusaur. And I'm going to use a Sludge Bomb here because I know Quag's already weak, and I'm going to use a Sludge Bomb and then switch out to my Charizard. So I've burned one of his shields, and I'm doing very well because I have Charizard out there, and I can shield his Sludge Bomb if he uses it against me, and I'm going to shield it. So basically what I'm going to do here is farm up a little bit of energy here, and he's going to get off another move, and I'm thinking it's going to be Frenzy Plant, but it's not, so that's perfectly fine. I can still farm Venusaur to death. So I'm going to use the Blast Burn here on whatever's coming in, hopefully. So I'm going to use Blast Burn to do some damage against Charizard, and maybe get a shield here, actually. And not going to get a shield, but I'm going to be able to go for another Blast Burn here, but I cannot get it, which kind of sucks. But I'm going to bring in Quag to do enough damage to hopefully get Charizard out of there. And right here, I choose not to shield because I think that Venusaur can take down Charizard. And if I use the shield here, I'm thinking pretty good. But I'm going to guess Dragon Claw. Bold strategy, guys. Guess Dragon Claw, and I was correct. So I'm going to basically try to build up enough energy to take down whatever he has in the back, and I know it's Quag, so I'm gonna take it down, take down Charizard, and I've got a Frenzy Plant ready to go against Quag. He has a shield, so he's gonna shield, and then I'm like, okay, do I have enough energy for another Frenzy Plant? I'm like, can I get it? Oh, I got it! I got the Frenzy Plant, and that is going to be a GG in the first game against Zarpo of our scrims and sparring for the day. So GG Zarpo. So let's hop into match number 2, and I'm going to be leading with Raichu, and Raichu is going to be going up against Venomoth. So I already know how this matchup plays out. I know I can get to a Wild Charge before it gets to anything, and I'm going to get to Wild Charge, and I'm going to Overcharge and hopefully do a Thunder Punch here to bait a shield, if not do some pretty good damage. So we're going to get the shield, which is really good for me because I have almost another Wild Charge ready to go, and I'm going to switch into my Fortress to take on Quag here. And I'm not going to shield because I know that his Quag has Acid Spray, so I know it's not going to do anything to me, but it's going to lower my defenses, obviously. So I'm going to choose not to shield again because I'm thinking this one's going to be Stone Edge or Earthquake, and Stone Edge is going to do some pretty good damage with that Acid Spray on, so Acid Spray can work out for you. So I'm going to use Earthquake here to hopefully get another shield, and if I do get another shield, we're in good shape. So he's 2 shields down, and I have 2 shields in the back. So I'm going to spam those Bug Bites until my Fortress dies, and I'm going to bring in Raichu with the Wild Charge ready to go to kill his Fortress or his Quagsire. So he's got Venusaur, which kind of sucks because I have nothing really to take down Venusaur. So I'm going to use a Wild Charge, and he has no shields, which is good for me. So I'm going to go spammy Thunder Shocks and get a Thunder Punch off. And we're going to see how tough Quag is in the back because obviously we've got Quag versus a Venusaur, and I'm going to shield obviously because Frenzy Plant is going to destroy me. And I'm basically going to use these Mud Shots to hopefully kill this Venusaur while also charging up energy. And I am going to block that because I would die. And I've got a Sludge Bomb and almost a Stone Edge ready for whatever's in the back. And it's the Venomoth from before. So Stone Edge is going to kill it. It's going to do super effective damage because it's a bug. So GG Zarpo in that game. So we're going to move into another match against Zarpo. This is going to be match number 3, and in this match I'm going to be leading with Blastoise, and he's going to be leading with Venusaur. So what I'm going to do here is Water Gun it a couple times and get some energy built up for later, and then I'm going to switch into Charizard. And I'm going to basically spam these Fire Spins, and I'm expecting a Sludge Bomb here, so I'm going to block it. And it is Sludge Bomb, so good block by me right there. And he is going to bring in Quagsire. So I'm going to spam this Blast Burn, Blast Burn's going to do pretty decent damage against Quagsire. And I'm not going to get a shield, which is really nice. So I'm going to go for another Blast Burn. And I can't get to it. So I'm going to basically sacrifice my Charizard. And I know I have Blastoise ready as well for Quag. But I think that I can Vine Whip his Quag to death. So I'm expecting a Fire Pokemon here. And he's going to bring in Charizard. So I'm going to Frenzy Plant for the shield bait here, because I know Sludge Bomb is going to do pretty decent damage. I know he's got a shield. And then I'm going to switch into Blastoise right when he's about to get his charge move. So I'm going to be doing pretty well. I'm going to take this to the face. It's going to hurt a decent amount, but I need that shield for later. And I'm going to use this Ice Beam to burn his last shield, which is going to be very good for me, because Blastoise is going to be killed, but luckily, I have a shield for Venusaur, and I'm going to have to shield here because Sludge Bomb is going to hurt really bad. So I'm going to go Overcharge here and go for a Frenzy Plant, which I'm hoping is going to knock him out. And it does, so it's going to be a race to the charge move, and I'm going to get to the Sludge Bomb first and take a GG in this game against Zarpo. So Venusaur is a beast in the back, guys, just so you know. So we're going to hop into the final match against Zarpo and the final match of the video. So it's going to be a Raichu versus Venusaur neutral matchup. So what I'm going to do here is basically charge up a ton of energy. He's going to get a little bit of lag. He's going to be one fast move behind, which isn't that big of a deal. And I'm going to go for a Wild Charge and see if he either shields or doesn't shield. And he is not going to shield, which is going to do pretty decent damage. And then I'm going to go right to a Thunder Punch and see if I can get a shield here. And he is going to shield, so then I'm going to bring in Fortress to do some very good damage here with the Bug Bites. And I'm not going to shield because Fortress is the wall to Venusaur. You do not need to shield with Fortress against Venusaur. So he's going to save his Venusaur for the back, and I'm hoping I can get to an Earthquake here to draw that second shield out or do some pretty decent damage to Charizard. And he is going to shield, so he's already 2 shields down, which is good for me. So I'm going to bring in Quag to basically take whatever Charizard's going to bring, and it's going to be Blast Burn. So I'm going to be going for a Stone Edge here to basically kill this Charizard. So I'm going to shield because I'm expecting a Blast Burn. Either way, Dragon Claw, I don't want to let Charizard get too much energy built up and get me low, because I want to save Quag to kill something else. So he's going to bring in Venusaur, and I'm going to bring back out Raichu. And Raichu is going to be able to get to a Thunder Punch, which will knock out Venusaur, but I have to take a shield. So he's going to bring in Quagsire, and I'm going to go for a Wild Charge. I'm like, wow, that's a great switch by him. Very good play. And we're going to see how much Raichu can do to Quag before I die. So I'm going to go for another Wild Charge, but I'm not going to get to it, which really hurts. But he's using Acid Spray, so I'm like, oh man, I think I might be able to do this. So I get to Wild Charge, but my defense is already down. So I'm trying to switch here into Quagsire, but he's not ready yet. So I get to another Thunder Punch before I die, and this should KO Quagsire. And it is going to KO Quagsire, and he's got Venusaur versus Quag, but it's very low health. So it's basically going to be a Mudshot race, and I'm going to take the victory with a Sludge Bomb ready to go. So GG's, Zarpo. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys learned a little bit about the composition of your team and how you can strategize to make your team the best. I loved making this video, and I look forward to making the next one. Bye, guys.